I'm going to talk about the 90s sitcom called Friends. It takes place in New York.
And who was the show created by?
Kevin Bright, Marta Coffin, and David Crane. The costume designer, her name is Debbie McGuire. Paul Swain, he's the person who does Joey's Manadoodle.
And who is the production designer?
John Schapner. It's about 6 friends who live in New York and have different jobs. Ross is a college professor. He likes, especially he likes dinosaurs.
And what did he do before he was on Friends?
Well, he was on a short-lived comedy called Monty.
And it says, and I have in your notes here, that Ross is from Long Island.
Yes, that is correct. He was the first of the Friends to be cast. Courtney Cox, she's Ross's sister, and she wanted to audition for Rachel, but she said no, she wanted to play Monica. Lisa Kudrow was had a job for another sitcom called Frasier as the role of Roz, but she got fired before they shot the pilot. Then it was the role of a Corky Phoebe Buffet that we all know and love.
Oh, okay. So tell me about that character.
Well, some of the stuff that Phoebe says doesn't make any sense, but I think it's pretty funny. She plays. There's a coffee house called Central Park, and then she plays the guitar, and then she makes all these silly songs, and then she has pretend nicknames for herself. One of them is Phalange. Jennifer Aniston was the last Friends character to be cast because she was also unavailable for after another show that she was in called Muddling Through, but Muddling Through was canceled after 3 episodes.
And where did Rachel work in the show?
First, she worked as a waitress at Central Park, which is the famous coffee house on the set, and then she worked at Bloomingdale's, which is a fashion clothing line, and then she worked at Ralph Lauren, also in New York, and then she ended up getting a job in Paris, but ended up not taking it. Ross and Rachel had a on again, off again relationship for all 10 seasons, and one of the famous catchphrases that Ross always says every time that every season this catchphrase seems to happen to come up is, "We were on a break!" Gunther is played by James Michael Tyler.
Okay.
And he has always had a crush on Rachel since the very beginning. The Thanksgiving episodes have always been a favorite of mine because my friends and I, we like to recreate some of the Friends shows, and we post them to YouTube, and every November we do a Thanksgiving episode. Joey, is, as you must know, is played by Matt LeBlanc, and he was his famous procession is women, because he has this catchphrase, "How you doing?" Because every time he meets a girl, as well as food, so he always has to have food with him. And then Chandler, played by Matthew Perry, is awful with women, and then a on-again, off-again relationship that Chandler had is one of my favorite guest stars on the show, Maggie Ruler, who plays Janice.
And is there anything you wanted to say to the creators of the show?
Thank you, Marta Kaufman, David Crane, and Kevin Bright for making the show so wonderful. And my friends and I we like to recreate some of our favorite Friends moments from the show, and we are huge fans. And hopefully, the next show that you will create will be just as good, but not as good as Friends was.